Good morning and welcome to CIS 101 Computer Fundamentals and Applications. This is the class that will help you have a better understanding of how to use LinkedIn, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft Access, and also learn a few soft skills that will make you to be a more productive employee or citizen. When you log on to Blackboard and you get into the course website, this is the link that will appear first, and the class is organized in such a way that every time that you log on, your landing page will be the announcement. So every week, I'm going to try and post an announcement. And like you see here, I have an announcement for this week. And on this announcement, I have the YouTube video, and that's how you're able to view this communication today. So when you click on an announcement, you'll have this information right here. And then if you click on contacts, you'll have my email address here. You have my name and you have my phone number. I don't have a physical office location, so the best way for you to get in touch with me is through the email. And remember, I am on the SPS, School of Professional Study. So if you are taking classes from another school and you need to contact your professors, just be aware of that. I've given you a little bit of my background here, and you can read this at your own convenient time. And also you're going to be doing an assignment where you'll be introducing yourself to the class. So this is a little bit of that for me. Next, if you click on the syllabus, you'll have a couple of links here. We have two versions of the syllabus. So you have the Microsoft Word document, and then you have a PDF. So any of these should be available to you, and you can open that and go through the information. So when you click on the PDF file, this is what is going to be presented to you. It has information about the course, the number of credit hours. There's no prerequisite for this class. A few learning outcomes here. And the key thing is you need a C or better if you're a business major or minor. So in this class, for you to pass, you at least need a C, which is very, very easy. We have a number of program learning outcomes here, so go through that too. Down here is the course grading and requirements. We're going to have an introduction board. So you'll introduce yourself to your class, and then you have to go back and at least post 2 comments on your colleague's introduction board. So that will account for 5%. We have 4 assignments that are related to how to work with LinkedIn. That's 10% of your class. And then you'll have a couple of labs in PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft Access. We'll also have an end of semester project, which accounts for 20%. But this end of semester project will be based on the techniques and the skills that you're going to learn in PowerPoint, Excel, and Access. This is the grade scale, and for you to get an A, you at least need to have a 93 and above, A minus, all the way down like that. And down here is the required software for the class. So we're going to be basing our activities on Microsoft Office 2016. So if you don't have this on your computers, you might want to start investing in that. Now you don't need the software to complete most of the class assignments because you can do them through my IT lab, but for the final project, you're going to need that, and also for the out of class activities. So it's a good thing that you invest in Microsoft Office. Now the City University of New York provides students with resources that you can take advantage of. And if you click on this link here, it's going to take you to this page, and from here you can get a version of Microsoft Office 365 at a reduced price. So go through this and see how you can get these resources which are at your disposal. So that will help you to make sure that you have the resources that you need to be successful. Under the rules and guidelines, if you click on this folder, it's going to open for you some information on how to submit an assignment, what makes for a successful online student, and this link will lead you here. So at least go through here so that you can see what is it that you need to do to become successful. Now, online classes, sometimes they might be challenging if you are not very good at communicating through writing, if you're not self-motivated or self-disciplined. So you go through this and then make sure that you are comfortable with that. For instance, be willing and able to commit 4 to 15 hours per week per course. So this will give you some more information about how to be successful. Extra credit and incomplete. So there's no extra credit and there's no incomplete for this class. So if you are struggling by midterm, you might want to decide whether you want to continue, but we don't give no incomplete and there's no extra credit. There are very many opportunities for you to improve your grade. So make sure that you work with your instructors even for the other class that you're taking. So we have some expectations here and then assignments, and make sure that you have your SPS email because that's the only way that I'm going to be communicating with you. So that is information about the rules and the guidelines. Going on, we're going to be using Microsoft My IT Lab, and for that you need an access code, and this link here will give you information about how to go about doing that, getting the resources. So go through here. If you have any issue with My IT Lab, this is the number that you need to call and they'll be able to help you. They are available 24/7. In case you need any issues or any help with any issues, we have technical problems. So this website here or this phone number here, you can send an email or you can call the help desk. They'll be able to help you with any issues, either technical that you might be going through that are preventing you from being a successful student. Okay, so now let's see how you're going to be working on the assignments. So if you click on the link here for the assignments, you'll be presented with these links, and the class is organized per week. So we have week 1, which starts on January 27, then we have week 2 all the way down. Now you're only going to be able to see at least 2 weeks of classwork. As you progress in the semester, more work will become available. So let's see, if you click on week 1, you'll have a summary of the assignments, and every week is going to be organized like that. You're going to be told what you're going to be doing for that week. So for this week, we'll have an introductory assignment where you're going to introduce yourself to your colleagues, and then you're going to register for My IT Lab, and then start working on LinkedIn assignment 1A and 1B. And this is a little bit of the background of what you're going to be working on all the way down like that. So introduce yourself, you click on this link and you'll be brought to this forum here. So you go to introduce yourself and you click on that, and you have some requirements. So read these requirements, your name all the way down like that, and when you should be submitting your assignment. So this assignment for the first week is going to be due on February 5th, and this is the Eastern Standard Time by 11 p.m. And note that all the assignments are going to be due on Mondays, 11 p.m., which is Eastern Standard Time. So what you need to do is you click on create a thread here, and then you put a subject line here, your name, and then you post your information about your introduction. If you have a video, you can link that video through here. So that's how you go about doing the first assignment, which is for introducing yourself to the class. Okay, once you do that, then you can come ahead and start working on My IT Lab. So we have some link of information here that you can use to help you get access into My IT Lab, read through information all the way down like that. And when you're ready to start working on My IT Lab, you'll click on this link here, My IT Lab course homepage. And this link will bring you to this page here. So you come down here and you click on I accept. And once you hit that, you'll be directed to the Pearson website. So if you have an access code before, you can enter your username or password, or if not, just click on create and you provide your email address, username all the way down like that. Now make sure that you provide the school's email address because that's the one you're going to be receiving any communication in this class. And then you come down here and you accept or you don't accept depending on your preference. And you'll be directed to a page where you have to provide either a credit card or PayPal account, or you can get a 14-day temporary access. So if you get a 14-day temporary access code, make sure that before the expiration of the 14 days, you have acquired the required software so that you're going to be able to continue working on the assignments in the class. Okay, so the other assignment is the LinkedIn assignment part 1A. So you have the instructions down here. You read that and then you respond. And for you to get the credit, you'll click on this discussion board right here and you scroll down. You come to LinkedIn profile, click on that, then create a thread, and then you go ahead and post your information the same way we went through the introduction discussion. So these are the requirements, and always make sure that you look at the grading rubric before you submit any assignment to make sure that you are adhering to the requirements. Now, the part B of LinkedIn assignment, the instructions are right here, and you read this and you're directed to exactly what is it that you need to do to be able to gain the access for that. Okay, so that's week 1 assignment. If you want to proceed to week 2, once you've finished with week 1 assignment, you can click on the week 2 folder and you'll be presented with this information. So for week 2, we are going to be working on a couple of simulations and a number of projects. And basically this is how the information is going to be organized. So these are the requirements. And for you to access this information, you'll click on My IT Lab, and that will take you to the homepage where you're going to be able to complete those assignments. So once you finish this assignment here, then you'll have what you're calling the Beyond the Classroom. And this is an assignment that you're going to work on, and you make a video and then you post that video. And for you to post that video, you just click on this link here after you finish working on your video. And we have the grading rubric. Make sure you go through that. Then you scroll down and you come in here and you attach your file, or you can post in any other information that is required down here. So that's for week 2. We are not there yet, but you can start exploring that if you want to stay ahead. So we have also a quiz at the end of every week's work, and the password for that is going to be always on top of the quiz. So we have the password, for instance, for this is going to be the word beach, and is found right here. And for the other weeks, you're going to be finding the passwords here. So you can either just copy BEACH without the full stop, everything lowercase. Make sure you don't copy this space here, or you can just type the word the way it appears. So that's going to be the password for this quiz. And what you'll do is you'll definitely click there. You'll be brought to a window like this, and then you click begin, and then you come in and you type your password right there, and then you hit submit, and that will take you to the website where the quiz is going to be available. So that's how you go about working on the quiz and the other assignments for week 2. Now, to gain access to these simulations here, you'll click on My IT Lab, and that will take you to the home page. And assuming that you have already created an account, then you'll come in here and you sign up. So by default, when you come to My IT Lab homepage, this is what is going to be presented, what we call the assignment calendar. And by default, the date that is going to be shown is going to be the current date. So if you're accessing this class on the 25th, that's where we're looking here, and we have 25th. Now, note that we don't have any assignments that are due for the month of January. So to see the assignments that are due, you'll click on next month, which is February. And right here, we have assignments that are due on February the 12th. And by clicking on that button, you'll be presented with all the assignments on this side. So here we have a e-textbook, and then we have a PowerPoint audio. So this is a summary of the requirements for week 2 about PowerPoint. And this PowerPoint, you can watch it or you can listen. There's a narrator who's going to be explaining to you some concepts, or you can just watch the pure PowerPoint presentation. Watch a couple of videos here that guide you and direct you on how you're going to be accomplishing the assignments. And then once you finish going through this, then you come and work on the simulation and the hands-on simulation exam. So these two are the ones that are going to be graded for your assignments, anything that has this logo or this logo. So for this week, we have PowerPoint Chapter 1, Hands-on Exercise 1 Simulation. And then you have the exam, then you have the 2 and the exam for that, then you have 3 and exam for that, all the way down like that. And then after you finish that, then you do the each chapter quiz. This is the same one that we're doing on Blackboard, so you can access it through here or through the Blackboard. These are your data files down here. So remember, the date that is shown here is the date when the assignments are due. So you don't have to wait until February 12th to start working on your assignments. You can start working on them anytime. All what you need to do is click on the 12th date and make sure that you have those ones available. So what I want you to note is that these are the assignments that I just mentioned about from the My IT Lab website. And you can see that the announcement is made on February the 5th, but the assignments are not due until February the 12th. So take note of that so that you don't fall behind. The announcement is made on the 5th, but the assignments are due on the 12th. So you can start working on these assignments anytime before they are due. Don't wait until the last day to start working on the assignment. Okay, so if you click on the discussion link, you'll be brought to this window which has a number of forums. So we have the Q&A forum, and you can use this forum if you have any question that you think might benefit your colleagues. So you can email me if you have a question that is specific or more personal, but if you have a general question, feel free to post the question here, and also feel free to respond to your colleagues' questions. So you can use this forum to do that. The entries in this forum are not going to be graded. The same thing with the cyber cafe. So you can use this to interact with your colleagues, try to reach out. If you want to form any discussion or groups, you can go through cyber cafe, and this forum will also not be graded. So make use of these two forums to help address some of the issues that might be common to most of the students. Okay, so when you're working on the chapter contents, we will also have a forum where you can post some questions that you think might require your other colleagues' attention. So we have the Q&A about PowerPoint project. So when you're working on those assignments, if you have something that is bothering you, something that's not very clear, you can post the questions here and your colleagues can respond. And usually I'll wait maybe for a day or two before I come in and see, and if somebody has not responded, then I might be able to give an answer. But I'm going to let you first of all to be able to resolve these issues. I'm not the only one who has all the knowledge on this concept, so some of you might be more knowledgeable in some areas. So if you want to contribute, you can do that through this forum. Okay, so to summarize, you're going to need to buy the software, my IT Lab access code, and also you need to buy the book, which can be e-text. And for you to help with your LinkedIn assignment, you can get access to this book here, How to Write a Killer LinkedIn Profile and 18 Mistakes to Avoid. So those are going to be our two main sources of information. Note this, if you're using a Mac tablet or smartphone, sometimes there are going to be some features that might not be available. So you can call the help desk and hopefully they'll be able to help you resolve some of those issues. Okay, so I hope you have a good understanding of where we are and the requirement for this class. So spend some time, make sure that you familiarize yourself with all the requirements and the course content. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, or you can post your questions under the discussion Q&A, or even in the cyber cafe, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to you eventually. So introduce yourself, let your friends know who you are, and also make sure that you comment on your friend's introduction. That's how you're going to be able to gain full points for this assignment.